Hey guys, Shane here from the Skyrim Fansite, and today we're going to be talking about the Skyrim Legendary Edition. This edition of Skyrim was released earlier this summer, and for those of you not familiar with Legendary, it's basically the complete Skyrim collection in one package. You receive the most up-to-date version of the Skyrim game, plus all 3 DLC add-ons that were released for the game. And this includes Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. Now, the release of Legendary is really a composite of good and bad news. Obviously, the good news is that gamers can purchase one, complete version of the game and get the DLC content. The bad news is that with the release of Legendary, this really marks the end of Skyrim. Bethesda has made it official. They made an official announcement that they will no longer be releasing new content for the game. And as a Skyrim fan, I find it a little bit upsetting because, of course, I'd like to see more content released for the game. But nevertheless, the Legendary Edition has been released. And today, I will be opening a brand new copy of Legendary, and this is the Xbox 360 version, and I will show you what you get for your $40. Okay, I'm here with a brand new copy of the Skyrim Legendary Edition video game, and again, this is the Xbox 360 version. The game comes packaged in a cardboard sleeve. The cover art is similar to the original version of the game. The cover art is somewhat understated. You have the Skyrim logo, you have the Skyrim, font, the lettering across a dark background. With the Legendary Edition, the background is somewhat textured. It looks like it's on chainmail, so it's simple but pretty cool. So underneath you have the game. Now I'm just going to open this. Open the seal here and open it up. And what you receive then is 2 discs. First disc is the game. The second disc is the DLC content. Now, there was some, confusion when the announcement was first made for the game. Some people didn't know if you would actually get hard discs. There was some thought that you would actually just get a redeemable coupon code with the Legendary Edition where you could go online and download the DLC. But this is not the case. You actually get 2 hard discs, which I actually prefer. For me, Skyrim is actually a legacy game. It's a game that I'll be playing, 10 years from now. And 10 years from now, I probably won't have the same Xbox 360, that's sitting in my living room right now. And instead of trying to figure out into the future, how you're going to transfer your downloadable content onto a new machine and going through all that hassle, the Legendary Edition solves all that. You get 2 hard discs. So for $40, you're getting the original game and you're getting the original downloadable content. Also included, you get some other things with the Legendary Edition. You get a nice Elder Scrolls Online sticker. I guess you can put that wherever you want. And some information on signing up for the beta version of Elder Scrolls Online. And if you haven't signed up for your beta version yet, I encourage you to do so. So you get some information in regards to that. You also get a map. Now, the map that comes with the Legendary Edition, I have to admit, is a little disappointing. This map is printed on a thin, glossy paper, okay? Now, the map that you received in your original Skyrim game was pretty cool. This map was printed on a heavyweight paper that was textured, and quite honestly, Bethesda did such a nice job with the original map. You could put it in a frame and hang it on your wall. I mean, it was that cool. But for the Legendary Edition, they cheaped out. You're getting just a glossy kind of poster map, but be that what it for what it is, it's just not as cool as the original Skyrim. But again, you do get the 2 discs, so that's what's on the inside here. One of the questions that we receive at the Skyrim Fansite in regards to the Skyrim Legendary Edition is, should I upgrade? Should I go ahead and buy a copy of this version of the game as opposed to the original version of the game? Now, basically it comes down to this. If you don't already own a copy of Skyrim, you're doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion, if you don't go ahead and buy the Legendary Edition. Sure, you can save some money. I suppose you could probably pick up a copy of the original Skyrim pretty cheap on eBay, for instance. But with the Legendary Edition, you're getting the most up-to-date version of the game, and you're also getting the 3 DLC add-ons for $40, and that's cheaper than if you were to buy the original game and then buy the DLC on its own. The DLC on its own right now is costing about $45, so you're going to save some money that way. Now, if you already own a copy of the original version of the game, I suppose the decision becomes a little more complicated. Again, it comes down to, if you don't have the DLC already, again, no-brainer, buy the Legendary Edition. If you have the DLC already, really it comes down to, do you want to have a hard copy of the game, for your library? And that's really your choice, what you're going to have to do. Again, me personally, I was excited to be able to get a hard copy of the game. I don't, I like DLC content that you can download off the internet, but again, you're saving that onto your machine, and I just like to have a copy of the discs. Maybe I'm crazy that way, but I figure, again, if my game system, breaks down or whatever into the future, I can always pick up a new game system, and I don't have to go through the hassle of trying to get my, in this case, Xbox account, trying to, re-download the games. I can just go ahead and install them on my own. So that's basically all I have for you today. Again, this is Shane from the Skyrim Fansite, and we were doing an overview on the Skyrim Legendary Edition. And you know what? I'll see you next time.